Hola. Hello, this is Veronica. Back again with a live stream. We're going to be continuing Revelation today. Um, and oh, wait, I think I got a little bit of echo there. Okay. Rachel, Sharon, thanks for being there. Please let me know, the usual stuff, how my audio is doing and such. We'll be adjusting the background um, sound from the game kind of throughout the stream. Sometimes it can be really really loud, and sometimes it can be really really low. So I'm going to continue futzing with it as time goes along. Thank you for the check-in there, Rachel. As usual, you're here quickly, and you're a big help. So I really appreciate you um, showing up, and I appreciate everybody who shows up. Um, I know that I've not been very consistent um, in some of these things, but hopefully, once we get to the new year, I'll be a little bit more consistent. Um, for those of you who are here, we'll do a couple of the basic things. Um, if this is entertaining at all, please consider um, joining the Patreon. The URL is there at the bottom of the screen. And the more people we have supporting us there, the more things that we can do. We are a relatively small Patreon right now. Um, but we would like to become bigger in the next year. Um, also, remember to buy Cyan stuff, buy Cyan games. Been some recent sales of Cyan games, including the newest Myst version. So please go ahead and take a look at that. Um, and of course, look at the things that Cyan Ventures does, which is not only the Unwritten RPG, but games like Zed and that sort of thing. Also, in terms of announcements for the streaming stuff, um, in the new year, we will continue to try the Tuesday stuff as regularly as possible. The Strange Seeds uh, live stream game will continue in the new year on the first Sunday of each month, or about there out, or thereabouts. I guess is a better way of saying it. Don't sound as much like I'm stumbling my words that way. But that will be happening. So that's new. Instead of Saturdays, it's going to be Sundays. But the game will continue, and hopefully we will see some interesting new directions depending on what our erstwhile adventurers do. And lastly, um, I may mention this several times throughout the thing. Uh, Tomorrow, five. I think it's 6 p.m. key time, but maybe 5 or 6 p.m. key time. There will be another Deep City lecture. I will be a part of the Deep City lecture with Gary Buddle, who is, the guild master of the Guild of Archivists and a former Cyan employee and a current, um, you know, co-owner of Inkworks, which works on the Cyan stuff, the Unwritten things for Cyan, as well as a member of Cyan's lore team. So tomorrow the discussion will be Denis linguistics. It may not be quite as focused as as the previous one was because Denis linguistics is a bit more of a scattered. Our information on Denis is a bit more scattered, and we'll be getting into some pretty deep linguistic weeds. Don't let that if don't let that intimidate you. However, I will endeavor to try to explain things so that both the linguistically savvy and the people who are simply interested um, who are listening can get something out of it. But we will get into a couple of weird places. So there's that. Um, we were I say a lot. We were working on Revelation before, and let me bring up my Revelation there. Okay. We had just started Haven. No, 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 I don't want to hit the wrong button. Excuse me. I want to load a game, not save it. No, I just want to load the game. Ta-da! And here we have it. What time did I say it was? Let me actually, I'm gonna have to look this up sillily enough. It is tomorrow. I'm talking about specifically um, the lecture, the Deep City lecture is tomorrow. And it's at, I should know this much better than I do. Since I will be there, I should know this a lot better. You can tell how organized I am by some of these things here. Okay, it will be at 6 p.m. Key time, which is Mountain Time, or 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and 1 a.m. UTC. Sorry about the late night for the people who are there in Europe. Or in non-United States places. We just really wanted to get this done in December, and unfortunately, that was the only time that we could get done given our various schedules. Um, so I said, hopefully it'll be interesting. Feel free to come with questions. I don't know if I can answer all of them or any of them, but we'll see. I also hope people who are on Twitter who are watching Cyan's participation in Luxembourg, which is where it's a conlanging community tradition where throughout December people coin new words throughout December and share those new words with the rest of the community. For Cyan and for Cyan fans of the language of the D&D language, this is a chance for those people to have a little bit, some exposure to some new words. Pretty certain that all the words that are going to be shown are at least there are some words that we've seen but not had definitions for. There are some words that have never been seen before, and there's some words that have been seen by only a small few people, or that the discussion hasn't information about them hasn't gotten out very widely. So, but yeah, it will be recorded and then go up on YouTube much faster than I get anything back up on YouTube for these streams, because it's being taken care of by Gary, aka Alumnat, or Alumnat, I think, Alumnat, I don't know. It's supposed to be vaguely Egyptian, but I forget how it's actually pronounced. But he is much more diligent about getting those things out than I am. So if you can't make it, then there'll be information up about it soon, and hopefully this will also spark even more conversations on the Linguists Pub channel on the Cyan Discord server. Okay, so let's get back to the game. Finally. Okay, I'm going to adjust in the relative sound. Keep letting me know how it works out for you. Okay, so we are here at the very beginning of Haven. Got our ship in the background there. We have, our Lincoln thing there that has been destroyed and at least opened. We have our little sideway, little passage through there, which we cannot go through right now. And we have our little thing here. We've got our shards. Ding ding. And there was a crab here too for a second ago, but I wanted to poke at, but just because I like poking at things. Okay, we're gonna go up through our little side passage here. Brief cutscene. see. Oh, you know. And here, of course, is our first of Aknar's drawings. His drawing of the great beasts that he fights. This is a really kind of nice way to get information across on a role-playing game, in the sense of just kind of leaving the bits of art around, because you get a good idea. I mean, they're little breadcrumbs to your players. Oh, yep, I went down the rope ladder, but those little things are just really good breadcrumbs to your players. And I think what makes this is that they're visual. There are a couple. I mean, and that way it allows the players to do a little bit of speculation. And you can describe those visual breadcrumbs in a lot of different ways. You can describe them vaguely and hope people get the idea, or if you're wanting to them to just sort of little flying things. I don't remember them diving for fish. Nice little touch. But you can describe it in sort of general things, and kind of let them let the players try to puzzle out, interpret as they can. Or if you're wanting to be more specific, you can describe the image with this sort of it's as if they're doing this, or it's as if you can tell that this is a picture of you can give them more details about the meaning of the picture besides just the description of the picture. So that's a way to adjust your presentation to your players and to their styles and how much information you want to get across. Okay, here we go. We've got our first symbol on our first pole here.
Intelligence. Premeditation. Stealth. Patience. Can't forget his patience.
As much as a lot of people don't like this particular style of storytelling, in the sense of the flashbacks, because of the sort of mysticism, I put that in air quotes, involved, I think it's a pretty... I think that, outside of how much mysticism is involved, the sort, the magical, the magical amulet, etc. like that, I think it's a pretty good way of getting little details across. Maybe if it were, not a Myst game per se, that people wouldn't have that same sort of problem with it. I, in general, don't have the problems with Revelation that a lot of people do. I don't dislike Serenity at all. Come on, let's turn around. There we go. I don't dislike Serenity at all. I don't dislike a lot of the... I don't dislike the Serenity puzzles or the whole dream thing. But, hey. Dodge, parry. Sting. Probably talk a little bit more about Serenity and the presentation of that later. Let's go check our ship out here. like these little bits there. You know, the crabs. They don't really do anything, but they're there. That just kind of adds to the atmosphere. I think also that that applies to the role-playing game as well. You just little details can go a long way. Hey, dude. Yes. The weight puzzle. I forget how many. I forget how many go here, so I'm gonna have to play with it. Okie doke. Let's go back this way. Crank it. And release. Got it. Oh yeah. Oh wait. It's about sense. Okay. One thing that occurred to me while I've been going through this is how often, when I was running through the Myst stuff, I was just like, I have no problem. I've done this dozens of times. So like, okay, I don't remember the, I may not have a particular, sequence of, answers worked out. Or memorized, but I can work them out pretty quick, and a lot of them I do have memorized. So, no big deal. But going through the other ones, Riven, especially, but Exile as well, and this one, realizing how little I've actually replayed some of these. Oh, did I make it too heavy? I think I did. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I've got all these things from Myst, and I've just, have become reflex. Like, okay, clock tower, you get in the clock tower, and then you pull the things down, you pull this one lever one way, and then you pull it all the way back, and, to get to 221 and that sort of thing. Those have become sort of almost reflex. But and I remember playing these games, but a number of the puzzles I just don't remember very well. I don't remember all the don't remember details. So it is, and yet, if I were to look at something like Uru, I've played Uru so many bloody times, that I have a lot of that memorized as well as Myst. But these in-between ones, I just don't play as much. Okay. The whole thing. I think we have to get it way up high, or we have to get down. Okay. If I remember, I think I'm also a little lever blind. Yeah, let's go back down. Okie doke. Yeah, like Rachel just said, she remembers the visual and audio elements of Haven pretty well, but not the puzzles. And I'm not sure how it, what that says. Does that mean that it's a really good game in the sense that you remember the experience, and though the individual puzzles may not be interesting, or does it mean that the puzzles should have been more prominent or harder? Or we can only remember the puzzles that we have real hard times with. So we rarely remember the puzzles that were like, oh, this is kind of fun, and we move through. Okay. Oh, I forgot to move it over. And we remember the puzzles that we have, but we remember the puzzles that we have a really hard time with. I think that that role-playing games have that same sort of issue, where that you remember the times that are really rough, and you don't remember a lot of the times that are just were pretty cool but weren't astounding. People remember things interestingly. I think that a lot of we tend to go for very big moments in role-playing games. Those big awesome moments, because they're memorable. Oh, not heavy enough. Oh, yes it is. I'll have. So I mean, I think about the role-playing games. The things that you remember are things when something goes very, very wrong, or something, and everybody kind of has fun dealing with the outsets. Looking at Strange Seeds, you have the murder rocks. And the number of times that Landris has gotten in trouble or such. You remember. You have very you remember the Landris LinkedIn on fire, and then he got shoved into the geyser of stinging jellyfish. So you got a little bit of slapstick there. And you remember the really cool times. So I think there's a sort of need. A lot of role-playing games try to push really hard for those experiences. Let's go down here. Set pieces can be iconic even if we don't remember everything that happened there. Yeah. So, I guess there is a question, of course, in terms of what sort of game you want to have. I know there are papers over there. No, I'm a sec. Oh, didn't mean to go back. Also wanting to just kind of look around, because I think... Oh yeah, little side thing here. But yeah, it's a question of what do you want your players to remember? And sometimes you don't know that until the game has really started. Oh, flashback.
I'm the hunter. You're the hunted, not the other way around, you disappearing freak. You'll pay for this, my friend. You and every one of your stinking kind.
You and your little dog Toto, too. Hey. That's always fun. No, I just did that one. Remember there being something important around here somewhere, but I forget what it is. Or maybe I just remember wrong. certainly a possibility. Oh, I just got there again. One of the things that does tend to bother me personally is the number of role-playing games that become... Oh. Whoa. That's a clue. But the number of role-playing games, where you're playing these, great sort of, badass characters, and the games become more slapstick than anything else. I don't know if it's with the people I've played with, but a lot of the games have, they've had these distinct sort of slapstick moments or sequences, because the players think they're funny. But is it, are they really, are they really the right tone? Or is it just part of the fact that, sometimes people do goofy things?
You steal from me, you gotta pay the price, understand? Understand?
Yeah,
You
see?
understand me?
See? Yeah, it's the efficiency.
Oh, you understand now.
I'm definitely doing a sort of Misty of all of this stuff here, but... Okay, let's look at some of these papers now. Okie doke, so... These are the different footprints, and I need to take a picture of this. Oh, I'm probably using the wrong thing. I might take a picture. I have totally forgotten how to take a picture. That's a delete. Oh, I should actually click on the camera, shouldn't I? Uh-huh. Also, when in doubt, see if you can actually look at the other side of the piece of paper, because that's one of them things that happens in this particular game. Okay. Pixel hunting, la la la. La la la, the pixel hunt. Oh, back here again. But Rachel mentions, that she's seen a lot of discussion about how hard it is to maintain the tone on a tabletop role-playing game. And that's really true. See, this is one of those questions where I'm not sure where exactly I fall on it. Yeah, like Rachel said, it seems easy for little moments of humor here and there to become a more lighthearted game than the group may have wanted or intended. And that's, that is very true. And that can be, completely, that can kill a game. A friend of mine was running Wraith the Oblivion, which is a very, very, very dark game. And he really, really wanted to, play with the sort of, inherent nihilism in Wraith the Oblivion. And even to the point where he turned the lights off and had one little tiny light in the center of the table to kind of give that sort of we are in the darkness sort of feel. And myself and our other friends / players, who are just a bunch of goofy yahoos, of course decimated that feeling, much to his chagrin. And not intentionally. Nobody was like, let's mess this up. We're just not, as a whole, we are not very, dark and brooding people. And so, yeah, I mean, some of that's, you know, as a GM, you... Ah! Hey, dude. Hey, let's go in here. Hey, and here we find the lovely abode of one, Aknar. Hey, I'm probably gonna speed through this a bit because, you know, most of us have seen these things. I'm just gonna, you know, do... Though, I mean, you know, this is, you know, the perpetual issue of, you know, how do you get lots of info into people's heads? In a role-playing game, maybe in a video game, you know, there's bits of, you know, there's info dumps. Just like there is in, you know, tabletop role-playing games. And sometimes it's just, you know, how much, you know, how much time do you want to spend info dumping? I mean, I think this is a really good, you know, I mean, this tells a lot about Aknar's, you know, state of mind when he arrives in Haven, which is good for the story. But, you know, sometimes it's difficult to, you know, pace that. I mean, we often try to, like, show, not tell. Which, in general, I think that Myst games... This may be an unpopular opinion with some people, but Myst games are generally pretty good at that. And you may think that, you know, wow, look at all these journals to read, and, you know, especially streamers who have sit there and like, okay, I have to read how many pages out to the people on the chat because I can't just read quietly, but, you know, because I have to, you know, be entertaining. So, but I think, you know, besides that, I think there are a lot of very good environmental clues, which is, of course, you know, what Cyan is so good at. And I think they've gotten better at over the years. Of course, this is not Cyan, but still, I think this type of game is really good with this sort of environmental clues. Okay. Yes, there was something else here.
Where's the blaster? Whoa.
Okay, he's drunk. But I do like the fact this game does really try to kind of go into some of, you know, what made Aknar and Cirrus different, besides, you know, Cirrus smarmy, Aknar crazy. I mean, it still kind of comes out to be that in general. No, but here we go.
Checked and checked. No sign of it here, or here, maybe here. What's in the South Jungle?
Maybe Anderson's here. Maybe. forgetting something here, but let's go this way. And we move that way. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. I think that's all that's over there. But if not, I'll go back. So, you know, Revelation only has the 2 ages. I mean, okay, it has the 3 ages, but there's always, you know, there's 2 ages. There's Spire and Haven, and there's always the question of, which one is your favorite? So, for those of you who are listening in chat, which one do you like the most? Wait, did I ask this before? I think I asked this before, and most people said Haven. But, feel free to remind me. Cutscene! Woo! And the Mangry. And in that, that's where you hear, one of the places where you hear that, like, sort of, danger call of the Mangry. Which, of course, becomes important when you're trying to get the Mangry out of the way. But now, let's see here. I forget. Okay, there's that way, which is this path here. There's that way past the spiky tree. And there's this way here, so let's go this way. That's back the way we came. What was it? Oh, God. Haven's one of those places I get easily turned around in, much like I did it with Adana. So, well, you kind of watch me get lost a bit, but we're definitely in that sort of initial exploration time. This takes us back up to where we were. Oh, I'm back to where it was, and we can take a look around here. I don't think there's anything really important on this page, but it does, point the fact out that you have to unravel things. You have papers that you have to pull down. It's a good thing that you can kind of telegraph some of the things you're going to be doing. So while I'm doing this, I'll open it up once again. How are people doing? In the chat there. What are your thoughts on this game? On Haven? life in general. And back down. Step, 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 step. Okie doke. Where we're looking around here. Let's see here. Just down. There's that way. There's the right key. There's a side way here. Rachel says, I love the contrast between Haven and Spire. Haven is dangerous but full of life. Spire is colder and lonelier. It really highlights how being trapped for so long affected the brothers differently. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think, there's, first, of course, there's the dichotomy of, what attracted, each brother to each, age in the first place. And then, yeah, definitely, and how those environments, where's my thing? All right. And how those environments affected them, yeah, definitely. I think, ultimately, the story of Aknar here is very interesting, because you see, you do get a chance to see that shift from, sort of, cruel and nasty, I'm going to, conquer nature, to something that, has gotten kind of used to living with nature and with, his environment. Well, Cirrus doesn't have that same sort of, Cirrus's need to conquer is much more social. Anyways, let's take a look at this.
Oh, yeah! Keep screaming, baby!
So yeah, the Aknar does come across a bit cartoonish here in places. Did I just circle back around? Yeah, I did, didn't I? I remember it taking me forever to kind of get the hang of everything was the first time I played this. Let's go this way. Aha.
Hear this? You hear it? Well, just try and get past this gate now, you thieving Karnax!
Ain't no way they'll figure out which holes to put the hammers in.
Even Karnax. Aha, come on. How do I lift anything up? Here's the lever that I'm missing. Yeah, Haven is is easier to navigate than Adana. I just still takes me a while to kind of get the hang of it. Also, I've actually played, Exile more than I've played Revelation, so I know a little. I do know a little bit more about how, Adana is set up, even though I know that in that one area I get lost incredibly. Let's go this way. Doo-doo-doo. There's little froggies. I don't. Excuse me. Please describe that no one is right at the moment. We don't see small side there for, discussion, matrimonial discussion. Ellery is looking for something, and I do not know where it is. I think these are the current acts. I forget which. Oh, but the thing I was saying is that frog back there, is known as a Dani frog, DAN''Ni. And it's named that after one of the frequent posters back in the Uru Obsession days, who was very active in the community and very active in the Ubisoft forums as well. Dani, nice guy, young, but so the developers at the time were some of the developers were very active with the community, and so they named that frog after him. I think there's a specific reason why. I think he asked about it. But yeah, so that one is named specifically after a fan. And let's see. Here to the swamp. Dude. This, I think it will take us to the pole.
Gracious. Noble. Cautious. Stupid. Stupidity can be a virtue, can't it?
Oh, cute. I like the little clear trail effect here, yeah. Nice little thing. Okay. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay, this takes us over to the bridge. Just before we get to the south part of the island, where, Aknar has made his ominous-looking hand bridge. I'm not sure I'm going to make any good commentaries on this. Uh-huh.
care how nimble-fingered they are. They're not gonna get in when I'm away.
Here's the thing for it. Oh, there it is. Okay, of course, then we've got our different sliders here. And, you know, the one we can't see. So we'll continue to look around for all the things. All the symbols on the poles, and which lead us to somewhere there's a something that will tell us what order we're supposed to be going in. I forget where, but it's around here somewhere. It's somewhere. Did I just turn around? I may have. Okay, here we are, back into the jungle. There we get that thing again. The long, which is a long, short long, I think. And high, mid, high, I think, but you know. I will probably come back to that at some point to try to figure that out, but yeah. That's where we came from. This is where we're going. Let's go this way. And here we see nature. This is one of the places I always get sort of yeah, that was not us. That was the train. So I really do like the soundtrack a lot. Here we can see this knocking the creature out.
Don't like it, do you, my friend? Ha ha! Makes you sick. Spew your guts out. I know. So let's see what happens when you get a high caloric dose of it from the tip of my spear.
A high caloric dose. Ackner's really not really that good at this, that sort of thing, is it? Hey, we can go this way, this way. Okie doke. But yeah, I have to admit, it does have like really one of the best of the Myst soundtrack, Myst game soundtracks. Dude. some of these little flashbacks, I'm not sure exactly what they're meant to communicate. But, you know, that's where we came from. You know, there. Remember if there's something on that side. Well, I'll come back. Hey, Junie. Yeah, Jack. God, is it Jack Wall? I think it's Jack Wall. I thought he was gonna come in and slap me because I don't remember which is which. But yeah, some really good stuff in here. This one also Exile has some really good stuff. And there's definitely some good stuff in Uru, but I guess, I can find stuff I like in all of the games. But this one's very distinctive. Okay. There's one of these here. One of these things there where I miss. Yeah, I'm gonna end up going around in circles for a bit before I get the hang of this again. I swear I heard a squee there a second ago. Okie doke. I mean, I really do kind of like the background here too, but it is kind of weird to see trying to figure out, where you are. And here's the playback of our own scene, which I think is kind of cool. Although I think it may. How are you doing today, Junie? Hey, some days you can't get as much done as you like to, but, any progress is good progress. Every little bit you get done is a victory. Okay, what am I doing over here? This is back into here, yeah. That goes under the tree over here. That way we should get to the... There we go. I gotta remember how to... open this thing. A on your final. Congratulations, Junie. You're finished with semester. What class was this? Yeah, but definitely congratulations on an A on the final. That's always a good thing. So that's where we came from that way. Let's go this direction. That's probably where we came back from. Let's continue to go down this way. I think this is west. That's east. That's east. Okay, let's go back here. This was history. Return to get a degree that you didn't get when you were younger. This finishes my AA, and they can move on to university level to get your BA. Well, congratulations. You know, going back is a lot of work. Oh, look, I'm angry. Hey, dude. What? Ow. We're little angry. Okay. So we've got a hurt and angry here. Here we go. Moved it over to him. Or if we poke him and he'll take a look at it. I feel like I'm just poking at him like, here, you're sick, here. Okay, so that can only go there and there. So closer to him is better. Okay, let's continue this way. We'll come back. It's your birthday today? Well, happy birthday, Rachel. Thank you for spending some of your birthday here. And happy birthday to you. And glad you got some peanut butter too. Okay, let's continue to go this way. I think this will head back, but at least if I know that, that reminds me where I am. No. Okay, let's go back east. Get back into the jungle proper. So take a turn here. So that's where we came from. Go that way. Through this tree here. Came from that way. Oh, an angry above. Okay, we see this over here. Oh. Okay. Okay, I want to get over there, and I forget how is the way. remember there being something weird about this. Have you done anything? So, Rachel, have you done anything else for your birthday? Or just took a day to relax? There's something down here that I'm missing. Relaxing's a good thing. I'm glad that you got to relax for your birthday. Okie doke. There we go. I knew it was something really small like that. No, because the first couple times I went through here, I missed it like crazy. Here we go, up into the little tree hut. Hey. Okie doke. And here we have our Mangry Tower. Here, the Mangrys are on their post, but they're in the way. And they're a pain. And we have one of their first things with the little horns and such. So I think that, of course, the thing here is you're supposed to, you know, imitate the song that makes the Mangrys run away. Interesting note, in my first playthrough, I never solved this. As in, I think I actually eventually stumbled upon the Mangrys, these Mangrys here, and got up here, but I never actually figured out how to make them go away. And why it didn't hurt is that, you know, this was the only post that I hadn't found the symbol for, and so I just brute forced that last option. And since I had all the other 4, it wasn't very hard. So I never figured out what I was supposed to do here in my first playthrough of the game and finished it. But here's like my controls are gonna be the issue here. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm gonna try this a couple times before I wander off, because I tend to get, you know, it's like, spend all my time trying to figure this out, but... It was a high, low, high. I forget exactly which low it was, so... And... it's also the speed thing here. Just not clicking on the right places. I'll come back. Like I said, you know, don't actually need to solve that one to get through. Do. Stupid angries. Okay, so this is where I was. I need to go back to the path. Everyone really loved the Mangries visually. You know, they were the favorite. They were the sort of the, you know, the squeeze of Revelation. Did you guys really like the Mangries, or did you just, you know, find them interesting, or did you like any of the other creatures that showed up? Okay, that's that way. And I'll go back this way. Let's go down the center here. At least I assume this is the center. That way. That way. Switch this way. I have a feeling I'm going to end up in a circle here again. But... Yelp. You've never played Myst 4? Is this spoilery for you, Junie? Yeah, the sound puzzles are kind of hard. The later Mangry puzzle that we stumble upon later didn't bother me as much as some, but I think honestly that's a lot of my experience in Myst, is that there are lots of things that didn't bother me as much as some. Here we go.
Last one. You can do this. Strength. Dexterity. Courage.
Okie doke. Got that one. There's one more somewhere else that I am forgetting. Sorry for me spinning around in circles here. I'm trying to not miss any routes anywhere. This is the part that would make Ellery sick. Me spinning in circles. Well, I'm glad that you don't mind too many spoilers, Junie, since that's what I'm doing. Let's see here. Okay, that's just, I can't remember. I don't think we can go any further than this. There's this dude who's always eating here. I forget if I think there's some way of getting this guy moving that you, like, manage to attract one of the other's thingies, one of the other guys, but... I'll come back. He's busy anyway, he's eating. So, Junie, did you know anything about Myst? How much did you know about Myst 4? Just in general. Let's go this way. Feeling like I forgot something in here somewhere, so I'm just kind of poking around, see what I missed. Which involves a lot of me waving my hand around to see, you know, like, oh, can I go that way? Can I go that way? And this takes us back to hole. Lost track after Myst 3, huh? Oh, that did happen to a lot of people. There are a lot of Myst games. Okay, there's the Denny Frog again. This just takes us over to there. And then back to this, which I don't have all the symbols yet. I'm trying to remember where the other one is. Dude, you're in the way. Kind of cool creatures. Well, I think these are the stupid ones. Okay, what else? Well, we go out of the swampy area here. This, if I remember, goes over to the gate. I'm trying to remember how to open up that one thing. I know that's very descriptive, the one thing. Did you play Myst 5, Junie? Only played through 3. Okay, so you didn't see Myst 4 or Myst 5. Did you play Uru? You played Uru, didn't you? Or did you? I don't know. Nope, I didn't play Uru. Knew about it, but didn't play it. Oh well. It's right about Revelation came out that I got into the Myst community. People seem to think, you know, me and Ellery have been around forever. But we actually kind of came kind of late compared to some of the other people in the community. Hey, some people just like watching others do stuff, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Remember what we're supposed to do here. There's this little bird. Oh. Let's go back. I seem to remember something that had to do with this bird, but I can't remember what. Or maybe I'm just misremembering. Well, you've been part of the community, and we've been pretty active in different places, but definitely. So, yeah. I mean, the Myst community has always been like a family to us in general. You know, a lot of things that, we've gone through, and then, kind of, Myst community had her back. Some things where parts of the Myst community definitely didn't have her back, but there's always drama in a family, don't you think? Yep, everybody starts somewhere. Okay, good. So, I fed Mangry, the sick Mangry, and they've left, so that means that the Mangries like me now. I should work on making my voice better. I always end up being very hoarse during these things. I probably should hydrate. Okay, let's see here. Go that way. Nope. Okay, that's where I came from, I'm pretty certain. This is where I'm going, or maybe it's the other way around. We'll find out. Yep, that's where I came from. This is the way I'm going. Oh, just, my voice is lower than I would like it to be. That whole, transgender woman thing. And so trying to, make it sound, femmier. Wait, no. I started talking and I got turned around, just like what happens when I'm driving. Okay, we'll just follow through and I can see if I can remember where the heck I am. Okay, we're back here. And okay, let's go this way. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go down here. One of the things that I kind of get annoyed at Myst games and Myst games in general. Yeah, getting misgendered is annoying. Am I headed back to the beginning? I think I am. One of the things about adventure games and computer adventure games in general, I dislike, of course, is the pixel hunt. It's like, okay, it's just like, somewhere in this picture is something that's important. And it might be this leaf, it might be that leaf, or or before when we're at the tree house, there was the whole, you have to move these 2 leaves in order to move forward. And it's really, really, really hard to be able to tell. Let's see here. It's really hard to be able to tell, which things are important, which are not. When you get to the earlier games, there's where you turn left. Is it actually turning left, or is it turning you around? So, I know that some later games. Yeah, I mean, especially, just like, if it's a really small thing you get in there, or there's some small, thing that you have to move in a particular way, which is like with the the little sound wheels, which is always a pain because if you can't move them fast enough or long enough, or you have a issue where you click on them, you can't click on them fast enough. I've seen some games that have a mode or a command that kind of shows you all the hot spots on a picture or in an area. So you'll hit a button and like all the things that you can click on like will flash and such. Or it'll, especially in sci-fi games, you have a little scan that says, this is important, and then you can click over there. And I don't think those are a good idea. I do realize that sometimes you can lose some of the game, because it kind of depends what you think the game is about. Sometimes part of the game is just, trying things, like, oh, look. You have this little thing, where the hand changes when you go over it, but then that's still very pixel hunt-ish. It would be very helpful for accessibility as well. But, also, there's that question of, what is the game about? And when you're making it accessible, how do you make it accessible in a way that still allows the sort of gameplay you're going for? Some puzzle, there's some puzzle games where, the puzzle is, where do I find, the I Spy sort of puzzle, like, where do I find the 5, keys in this picture? It's hard to make that accessible. But then when games like Myst, how important is it that, to the developers that, a player's powers of observation on the picture are part of the test? What sort of puzzles are the puzzles? Let's use this again. Okay, we're here. I'm missing one and I forget where it is. Maybe it's towards the beginning. Little flying things. I don't think maybe that's something that was in the ship that I forgot. Oh. Didn't actually expect that, but, let's go back down. Oh, it's probably behind that effing gate. Or as CW would say, that Carpen gate. I think I'm... Oh yeah, back to the Mangries. I'm not trying to go here. I think I just did this one. This circle. Yeah, let's go back this way. For some reason I seem to remember there being something here, or maybe I spent a lot of time here in the last game trying to figure out how to get over here and see if there's anything in there. I'm gonna spin all the way around. Yeah, you can tell that. Look, and this is a problem. Judy, you said that the points in directions that don't look like paths and has. This is definitely a problem that I had the first time I played this game. Is that it's like that doesn't look like a path at all. Why would I go that way? But So I mean, this is one of those things where the obviously developer expects the players to look around and try to find his, they expect the pixel hunt. And I mean, I guess if there's a way you can communicate that, then at least if you can communicate that clearly to your players, then there's at least there's a you know what you're getting into. Make it go flood up again. I forget. Have to eat and go there. He's not here anymore. She did. I can't go down there. Okie doke. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's eating again. Also, I mean, one of the things that come, okay, this little thing here, those do puff out spores, usually when one of the creatures, okay, we were back, one of the things that look like they puff out spores, which in fact they do, and they seem to puff out spores when the creatures come near it. So earlier in the bit, you saw one of them rush through and get spored. Okay, so say you see that there's somebody right there just eating something, right? You probably don't want to be here. Okay. Let's go back up this way. I was earlier. I mean, I've gone through circles through this thing so many times. Okay. So this goes up here. And under there takes us to... Here takes us to the gate. There's something really simple here that I'm forgetting or missing here about uncovering that thing. I need to go very slow and find find something I can do something with. It's probably something really simple, and I'm just missing it, because those are the ones I always miss. Okay, so let's take a look here. Now I know that there is a thing behind this. There we go. Ah! See? That's, I think, the big downfall of Revelation, is the fact that there's so many things, and I know there's one later on which I remember, but still a real pain, which is, like, I just had to find that pixel right there where the hand changed so I can move it up. Okie doke. Now I need to get these hammers in place. Okay, I have to do it. I have to do it. Stop. Hammer time. See? Moral imperative that I do it. Uh-huh. Certain people of a certain age, you understand why that's important. Everybody else will be just like, oh, really? Come on. Okay. Trying to remember how these move. This. There we go. See, that would go there. It's the middle one that moves. thought that was it. This is true, Parker. Absolutely true, Parker. One must simply address when it is hammer time. I think that there. I'm probably not remembering this at all properly. Okey-doke. Sliders keep the hammers from entering the holes. Okay. But the sliders only work when there's a hammer in the hole. When there's a hammer on it. Okay, see, there we can go. I'm also having issues with like just UI. Like, okay, I'm trying to grab that and move it, and it's not moving, and let's see here. Okay, that only goes so far. Okay. Yeah, let's try this. There's some inching over here. Okay, that's as far as that one goes. Okay. Sliders keep the hammers from going in. Oh, I see. Not noticing the spaces between the things. There we go. Okay. But I need to get that one back. That's there. No, let's put that hammer back up there. What we can't have, it won't move when it's got the two hammers. Oh well. Okay, let's move this over. There we go. Eventually, I can figure the thing out. Okay, so we're over to this side of things. And over here we see, you know... Oh! Flashback.
Seriously, how hard's it gonna be? Worst part's gonna be the foundation. Once that's in, got to be better than sleeping in the wreck, right?
Excuse me while I hydrate. Okay. Thank you for your commentary, Aknar. There's the dudes. Here we go. Okie doke. 4 out of 5. See what picture. Take a look at the picture, see if I remember, you know. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I know where everything is. I gotta remember where you figure out the order. That's everything what to eat. And I forget, this shows like the hoof prints and stuff. And I forget where I find where that is. Huh. I gotta remember. So how is it going, Parker? What you up to today? Okay, so now it's just figuring out the order, and I forget if I had to just brute force that before or look it up or whatever. Oh, your father turned 67 today. Also, Rachel's birthday, if I remember correctly. Though she didn't state her age, and it's probably, you know, rude to ask. But, yeah, well, happy birthday, you know, to your father as well. What'd you guys do for dinner? Sushi. Sushi's good. So, I'm eyeballing things here. I remember him saying, like, yeah, this one's the last, so we'll see if that has anything to do with it. Wait, there's another thing that's supposed to be here. I feel like I'm missing something here, which means I am. But, that's the big old dude. And, I don't know. Yeah, I really have no clue which order these go in. Like, maybe I got lucky the first time, who knows? And, come on. I'm trying to brute force this, which is not what you're supposed to do, and it's not suggested, but I don't even know. Yeah, there's an order thing somewhere that I'm not finding. You know, at some point where, you know, if I get this channel a little more, you know, established and, you know, fancy schmancy. I'll have, you know, emotes or something for happy birthday or something. I've installed Steam Labs and I've just not used it at all yet. So feel like I'm missing something. And there's this thing here, which I'm still not entirely certain why this was a big deal. Hey, dude. You're in the way. So you're saying, Parker, back here, that shows what the creature's footprints are. Here? Oh, you mean this thing right here? That's an actual footprint? Yeah, I'm just trying to remember the... Oh, wrong button. Resume game. Excuse me. No, I keep hitting the wrong button. I want to go back to this. I don't remember if this is an order here or not. I don't feel like it is. But, because there's 6 here. And... Oh. Stop it. So we've got, on the upper left, those eat the birds. And then the upper right eats meat. The other ones eat fish, and then insects, and other insects, and mandrays. Maybe there is an order here, but I'm gonna take a look at the footprinty thing. Yeah, there's supposed to be a footprint here, but I'm actually not seeing it. So I mean, there's this little pool right here, which might be a footprint. Okie doke. Let's take a look here. Look around, look around. Okay. They have the two big toes. Okay. Yeah, and there's the two big toes there too. So our doggy guy is chowing down on them. Let's go back here. I'm starting to remember where the paths are. The clue in the hunting post. Oh, that's back there, isn't it? I sort of do. I mean, it was. Oh, I'm gonna go look. Gonna have to come back here at some point anyway. So, yeah, up here. I mean, there's this little dude here that doesn't have an order to it at all. There's him doing that. This is the point where the people who know are watching the streamer and going, no, 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 just turn left right there. God damn it. Oh, see, I didn't mean to go out. Like the little lines around it's like, oh, yoinks, he's got me. Okay. A little lightning over there. I mean, I can get a view up here, and it kind of helps me figure some stuff out. There's something definitely over there, etc. There. Okie doke. Well, let's just look around. So I totally forgot you can go up there. The hunting post. You're talking about the place where the mangries are, right? I looked at the mangries, but I didn't. Oh, there's no one of those pool things there that. We'll see if I'm remembering my misremembering right. Wait, does that make sense? I don't know. Okay, yeah, that's what you mean by hunting post. And there's something you can pull down there, isn't there? It's another one of those things. That's what I remember. The other thing I remember, there's another. Once you get past this gate, I know there's another thing that that you can pull down that becomes very important, but you can only pull it down in a specific situation. Am I doing the right thing? No, I think I turned myself around. Oh god, I get so lost. Actually, wait, do I have that in a saved place? There's that. Yeah. Okay, let's start from here. That, I think, takes us out. I'm gonna try this. Okay. Wait. Wait. My turn. I probably have gone past the place you told me to wait. You need me to wait because of the time delay. Well, I'm gonna try this just because time delay be damned. Okay. That. I think I'm actually. See, this is one of those places where you need a compass. Or at least I need a compass. I don't know if it helped the rest of y'all, but it helped me. Okay, so I'm at the door. Okay. So this takes me down to the grass. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that takes me out to the grass. This takes me deeper in. Here we go. That's looking more like the right sort of stuff. Wait, This one? Wait, didn't I just go here? Oh, God. I have not turned around yet. I think I've gone in a circle. Wait, no, there's the mangry stuff. Which I'm go back this way. Okay, so this is where the tent came down. See, that's where I just came from. I think I've gotten turned around again. Yeah, because there's the grass. This leads down to the grass. I keep feeling like there should be a way from here, but there may not be. Man, the wrong button again. I think I need an emote for that. Every time I hit the wrong button, goes, no, not that way. we go. So I'm here. I want to go up to the north. Okay. I think this is west. That may be the better way. Yes. I've managed to orientate myself slightly. Hey, here we go. There it is. There we go. Okay, so the big creature is first. And the two-toed ones are the stupid ones. The middle one is the mangries. Oh, those are the big two-toed ones. So yeah, the strong ones are last. And so the stupid ones are... Are the stupid... Yeah, I think the stupid ones are second. The mangries are third. Which means the tricky ones are fourth. And that should be fifth. Okay. I still haven't gotten the mangries to move. The two-clawed ones are the camadiles. God, I forget which is which. Is that the big one? Are the camadiles the ones that get camadiles are the ones that are eating all the other things. Two-clawed ones, it's the ones that get run into the bush that get knocked out, right? The predators. Okay. So that isn't the strong ones then. Then the mangries. Oh, and the stupid ones are the ones that have the more hoof-like thing. So, hopefully that's a bit better. I should just take a picture of it, shouldn't I? I'm going to try to see if I can get the mangries to move, even though I know I don't have to. Yeah, the stupid ones are the ones on the bottom. Or maybe it's middle, low, middle. God. I have to go back and play it again. Oh, I did it. I made a move. I didn't even notice. Is there a soundy thing on this one? There is not. Oh, it's not right. Nope, don't, nah. Oh, I want to go down. I really do want to go down. Oh. It is 8. So that means I should probably shut things down for the evening now that I've managed to actually, you know, finally get it solved. Stop. Well, let me at least get the damn thing open, and then I'll shut down for the evening. And pull this down. I mean, this is a lot shorter than the first time I tried to go through this. Nope. That one. That one? Oh, it's not. That's the mangries. It is this one. Nope. And this is the mangries. This next one is going to be. I'm going to pull it up over here to have something to compare to. Up one. And let's see if I manage to get this one right. Woohoo! I mean, when you get it right, it's easy. Right? Yeah, I'm going to be shutting myself down for the evening as well. Thank you, Parker. Thank you for reminding me of the tricky things that are easy to forget. I am going to go in here real quick because then it'll show the other tricky thing that I actually remember. I think it's in here. Where is it? Up. Yeah, I think it might be up. I'm supposed to be able to go up there, aren't you? I know. I mean, you know this is Atris's kid because this is how they make, you know, this is how he does, his stuff. It's just like, no. It's got to be, it's got to swing around like this. It's got to look like a huge hand. We can't have just something simple. It's Atris's kid. But yeah, here it is, if I'm pretty sure. Over here. And you've got this. And you're like, oh, I wonder if I can do something from it. But you have to be, you've got to zoom in. Like, oh, well, that looks interesting. Well, it's a piece of paper. I should be able to do something with it. Maybe there's something on the other side. No. But, you have to zoom out, and then you can grab it. And I think that's just bad UI, bad programming. Oh, here. Take a picture. That one took me forever and ever and ever to figure out. But I'm going to go ahead and save here. That time I actually meant to go to the thing. See, I can be taught. Let's see here. Rudge. Oh, Okay, well, that is it for tonight. Time went by real quick. Yeah, I think that's one of the problems we have the most with Revelation is that some of the UI stuff is just wonky. Which is a shame. But all right, well, thank you everybody for being here. And as I'm kind of getting back into the saddle, I think I will be here next Tuesday. Depends how I feel. I have surgery happening on Friday, so we'll see it. How I feel. But thanks for making it again. And thanks for your patience on my inconsistency when it comes to getting through these games. And my inconsistency of the streams themselves. Yeah, surgery. It's not a sick. It's not anything serious or anything like that. It's just a quick day surgery thing. No worries. You know. Um, but yeah, thanks for doing it. Once again, I say once again because I say once again, once again. But if you like what we're doing, there's our Patreon. I'm really hoping in the new year to do some more stuff. We'll see what actually happens. Tomorrow is the Deep City Lecture, where I will be there as me and talking about some DNA linguistics. And it'll be a little less coherent than the previous one because DNA linguistics is not particularly coherent. And the next Strange Seeds game will be on January 2nd. We're moving to Sundays, and it'll be 1 p.m. Pacific. So, thanks for showing up. I will see you all hopefully in a week, and Shora.